Okay, I think this is worth talking about. We're replacing keys on the keyboard and cleaning out underneath them. This is an old computer, I'll tell you, and it has a lot of gunk underneath there. So I was hesitant to do it, but my son started taking them off and cleaning underneath, and I had lost a key once, and I ended up dumping the key because I didn't know how this worked. So I think I finally figured out how this works. So you see underneath here, there's a little mechanism, right? Oh gosh, that went down. Oh man, this is what happens when you do. Oh, here it is. Okay, so there's this little guy. It rotates around here, around the middle part. I think I'm going to show you this one. From this one I can lift this up, and I can lift the other part, but the black part is held down at the top end and free at the bottom end, and this one is held down at the bottom end and free at the top end. And then the key, so this is number one, so this goes here. The key clips in. I'm not sure exactly where it clips into, but if you're trying to reseat it, this one I'm having some trouble with, so I'm gonna do it with this one. I'm gonna pull it up. You have to be careful, because you don't want to wreck it. You only do this under dire circumstances, which apparently mine was. Okay, so we popped P off. So P has two clips at the top, here, I guess clipping in, here somewhere, and then two clips in the middle, probably seating into somewhere here on the black. Okay, but I'll just show you how you can pop it back on. When you take your keys off, I recommend just doing a few at a time so you can find out what they are. And see how you can snap that back in? And now I can use that, okay. Now I'm going to work on this because this one, again, I'm having more trouble with. I'm trying to figure out where it is. Okay. Okay. So, it's hard to tell from this angle how to put the black clip in, but I'm sticking my fingernail under here, and it goes in from the top. The top is open, the bottom is not. So now I think I have to just seat this on here. This is very tricky. This is why I'm doing this video, because I've had this problem before, and I think that you might be able to benefit from it. If you're looking this far, you probably had a similar problem. And anyway, it's kind of cool to see how these things work. So I'm setting it down there. And, oh man. Okay, I'm going to work on it separately. Okay, here I got one side, and I'm going to try to videotape getting the other side in. It was this was getting in the way, so I had to kind of wiggle it up. And it was hard to see anything. Ah, yes, it's in. See, now it will go this way, right? So now we have to find the other part if we haven't lost it yet. This part is down. See, they're asymmetric. And then this one was symmetrical, so you know that. Now the key is to get the little black tab to secure onto the center of this, and at the same time, because it has to come up over, so I'm going to try to set this in and then figure out a way to wiggle the other one up into it. Okay, I just want to point out to you that when this is in place, it'll rotate up and down, so that'll give you some freedom to move in the bottom, because I have to figure out how these clip in. There's a little gap here, but it feels straight. And then there are parts here that I guess must just sit in. I don't know, I'm looking at it. Okay, it's a mess. I think the problem is, well, what happens is as I try to put this clip onto this one, this keeps coming off. So what I'm going to do is take the whole set off, try to attach them, and then set them in place. I think I can do it that way. So to attach them, you just set that one down. Set this one inside it and press down, right? So now they're connected and they rotate around the center. So now I'm going to try to put the black in place and then put the white in place. Now that was relatively easy to do after I figured it out. I just set it in and popped it in, and I didn't even have to rotate it. It was all flat in there. Now the question is, can I make the same thing happen with this bottom part? Okay, I don't know how I did it, but I think I did it, because it looks like now when I press it, it will spring back up. So that whole mechanism is to make it pop back up after you press it. Looks good to me. Let me see if the key will fit. Oh. Yay! Success! We have another one to do over here. Let's see, this one. I don't know if this one's having a similar problem. This one's okay. I think we took that one off so that we could see. Now I'll tell you why this is important, because when I took this to Best Buy, they said replace the keyboard when I had my number 3 key missing on my other laptop. But I didn't, of course, so I just went without my number 3 key. Now I know I could have done this the whole time. Okay, I'm going to pop that on. But you've seen I can do this. Okay. And there it's back on. Now this key I've lost a long time ago, but yay!